Hey, and welcome to Beauty Beyond Blemishes, a Jade Alycia Beauty original podcast, Season 1, Episode 1. This one is called We're in Here. Let's listen in. Hey everyone, my name is Jade, and I am the founder of Jade Alycia Beauty, and I'm also your podcast host for Beauty Beyond Blemishes, and I'm really excited for this first season of the show. I can't wait to dive into this episode. Today we're going to be chatting about the inspiration behind the show and why I decided to start this podcast, because we felt it was so necessary in our community. So, Beauty Beyond Blemishes. Wow, this is going to be hard to kind of share, why exactly I started this podcast without giving away too much of the story, because that's going to be in later episodes. But I have to say that Jade Alycia Beauty, the brand, is just such an inspirational brand. And there's so much of me in there when it comes to skincare, how we treat sensitive skin types, and how we just really embrace everyone, and we really want you to just fall back in love with your skin in the way that it is naturally. And so with that at the core of the brand, plus so many other things that are really truly inspirational about the brand itself, I just wanted an extra outlet for people that, maybe follow us on Instagram, maybe follow us on Facebook, watch us on YouTube, really just a deeper, more intimate setting. And so I thought a podcast would be perfect for that, super ideal. It could be really vulnerable and straightforward with your audience, and they can also get to hear a voice, a voice behind all the photos, a voice behind just the mini clips that you put online, a voice behind the website, a voice behind the brand. And I thought that was so important to really bring out in a time like this, where so many people are listening to podcasts, so many people are listening to radio shows, so many people are watching video content. I just thought right now would be such a good time to really connect with our audience beyond the platforms that we already have, and in a more intimate way. And so Beauty Beyond Blemishes came because I was really just sitting there thinking I want something original for a podcast, because it'd be easy for me to say, oh, this is the Jade Alycia Beauty podcast, but I really wanted a name that was original, that spoke to, the audience, and really invited in just to have deeper conversations that were really true and authentic. And so beauty was the point that I wanted to hit on. I wanted to hit on, skincare, and really highlight, stories of what it's like going through life, having acne, having sensitive skin, having, discoloration, having maybe skin conditions like rosacea or eczema. What is it really like? Because in the beauty industry, they just beautify everything. And a lot of times you will find that a lot of makeup artists, a lot of people that create skincare products actually have imperfect skin, but you wouldn't know it by all the content that you see on the mainstream. On the mainstream, everyone has perfect skin. No one has blemishes. No one has dark spots. No one has discoloration. Or if they do, it's so minimal, it's barely even there. And I knew with my brand that if it was going to be authentic, if it was going to be real, if it was going to be true, if it was really going to embody who I was in the beauty industry, it had to have imperfections, because that's how my skin was. My skin was always imperfect. And I'll go more into this into another episode. I don't really want to give away too much, but I've always had issues with my skin and it being super sensitive and breaking out and not feeling my best and it affecting my confidence. So I knew that this was a relatable place for so many people in the world that look on social media like Instagram and see all these influencers and people doing all these videos and creating all this content for big beauty brands, and their skin is perfect, and always aspiring to have that perfection that's really not obtainable, because perfect skin actually does not exist. Believe it or not, even if you think someone has perfect skin, they find imperfection in it. So there's no such thing as perfect skin. And I really wanted to create a podcast where we talk about this, and it's okay, and it's so normal to break out, and it's fine to have dark spots, and it's okay to have makeup to cover it up, or to use skincare to heal these things naturally. It's okay to go through it. It's okay to have blemishes. It's okay to have imperfections. You don't need to feel embarrassed. You don't need to feel bad about yourself. You don't need to feel like everyone's looking at it. Like, I just wanted to create a really raw place where we can come, be honest, open, and empower people and inspire people and let them know, like, hey, I'm a founder of a skincare brand. My skin is not perfect, but my products are amazing and they do work. And it's not about having perfect skin, but it's about having healthy skin. It's about the journey through when you break out, you know, how you react to that and how you feel about that, how you feel about yourself. It's all about the journey to achieving better, clearer skin. But at the end of the day, it's not about being flawless, because honestly, that's not obtainable. And so Beauty Beyond Blemishes came about, and I was like, it's the perfect time now to really do a podcast where we can just chat about that and chat about the different things in the beauty industry, and how my brand, Jade Alycia Beauty, is really igniting change in the beauty industry. We don't approach the beauty industry in the traditional way that has been done, especially the skincare area. Is completely different. The way we market, the way we communicate with our audience, the messaging, everything is different. It's real, it's raw, it's not made up, it's not filtered, it's not perfection, it's just really transparent. And so this is where we are, and this is why I decided to start this podcast, to just be open and discuss different topics, and to also share, you know, self-care tips, beauty care tips, self-love tips, because it's so needed when your skin isn't looking exactly how you want it to. You know, I remember going through that for years and not feeling the best about myself. And so I know how important it is to have people say, hey, your skin is beautiful. Even when you have blemishes galore, you know, you have to think of it as underneath all those blemishes, your skin is beautiful, because people would tell me that. And to think of it today, to where I actually get to see that beauty that everyone else was able to see and believed I had, but I didn't believe that I had until I didn't have the blemishes anymore. It's like incredible. And it's amazing to think that this is how my skin actually really is, how beautiful it is. And so again, this is what this podcast is about. And I thought right now is the perfect time to just start recording, jump in, start our first podcast, and really share empowerment to both men and women with sensitive skin. Thank you for listening to Beauty Beyond Blemishes. We hope you enjoyed this week's show. Let us know what you think about the episode over on our Instagram at Beauty Beyond Blemishes. We would like to give a huge shout out to our natural skincare brand, Jade Alycia Beauty. And until next time, love the skin you're in.